Welcome to our daily videos. We are going to be together throughout December for every single day for the very Merry Christmas party, and I am so freaking excited to be able to spend every single day with you, share little parts of our life, share the decoration process. So I am in full decorating mode. I will be going through the entire collection of the Very Merry launch that we did. We did it a little bit early, so we did a pre-launch. It is available. I wanted you guys to have everything for the entire like shopping week of Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all of that, and be able to shop and enjoy and have your stuff for Christmas. So we have stockings and tree skirts and tank tops and sweaters and all sorts of exciting like cuppies and all of the things. So go check it out. I will be doing a full video. But to kick off the most epic month of the year, I wanted to switch things up a little bit and do a very special video and not just give you guys a house tour, which yes, we're gonna do that. We're gonna decorate together. We're gonna do all the Christmas things. We're gonna do the try-ons and all of that. But one big, huge goal came to fruition this year, and we got to see our goal this past month, and we got to walk through our dream home in Golden Oak, and I wanted to give you guys a full house tour and kick off our very merry Christmas party with the most epic house tour that I think we will ever see until the house is done, and I'll be able to give you a finalized house tour. But we want to take you guys through the front doors, give you like our reaction and when we first walked through and what we saw. And there will be more and more videos coming on this, but just our full dream home and just literally a dream come through. So if you want to see the Golden Oak under construction dream house tour with Andre and I in a full walkthrough, then just keep watching. All right, so starting out in the driveway, it will be very different for two Canadians to not necessarily have to use that garage, and the actual driveway itself will be paved with some shell details in it since it is like a seaside type of vibe, which will be really cool. I'm really excited about the front porch. It has some gas lanterns, so all of the vibe, very cool. We're gonna do some rocking chairs, and I really wanted to take you through the exact same experience that Andre and I had, so I wanted you to be able to walk up the front steps and kind of see what we saw. It was, yes, very emotional. A lot of you guys asked if we were emotional. It was very hard to process. It still is. And I think it's going to hit all at once. And it's already been emotional, but it's just wild to be able to walk into something that you've dreamt about for so long. So it's super fun having you guys along for the ride. Now, when you first walk into the house, you see the water out the back with that fountain and everything. It's super special. There's a ton of windows and a ton of light in this house, which we absolutely love. A nice cozy fireplace. They were actually just putting up the drywall, and it was the perfect time to go because you can really see the shell of the house. So whenever you walk through that front door, you're in the entryway. The space that I'm in right now is the living room. There's doors everywhere that you can open because everything leads to a screened-in porch. So you can close the screens and open up all the doors. We were just so excited to be in there, obviously. You can tell. So walking through here, this is really like the entryway. There's a whole really special area that we're doing on the floor, and all this stuff has just been planned in such detail. Looking out those doors, you will see directly to the Mickey topiary out by the pool, which was all planned as well and all aligned. And then right in front of the steps here will be the dining room and then the kitchen. So very similar to our house at home, which is why we liked this layout. And it's one of the only houses with a floor plan of a bedroom upstairs, which is apparently a northern thing, a northern plan. I didn't know that. That just to us is normal, so we loved that. This will obviously be an island in the middle of the kitchen. The stove and the oven. Listen, you are not even ready. It is spectacular. I am so excited. It is very different. And the house will definitely have a ton of character, which is so cool. It's very Disney, very magical. It's not just about Mickeys everywhere. It's just has that Disney magical vibe. So coming out of the kitchen, this will actually be a laundry room / mud room. And I know we're going to use this room a ton to come into the house. So we edited the plan for this room a ton, actually. So we created like some benches and some spaces to hang up our jackets if one does even wear a jacket, but there's some practical spaces in there. So these doors slide open into the screened-in porch, and one of the appeals of this house was the size of the screened-in porch. Just we know that we're going to spend a ton of time outside, so all of the retractable screens actually go up into those archways, which is sweet. And this pool was literally a drawing on a piece of paper that I submitted to the architects that they made come to life, like the most magical experience ever. I didn't really love the original plan for the pool, and I couldn't quite voice it, so the creative side of me just said, hey, I'll draw you a floor plan, and they made it come to life. So absolutely special. These cases that you can see are all cases and cases and boxes of these cedar shingles for the house. So it had actually just rained. I traipsed through the mud for you guys. Andre was not impressed because I used my really nice shoes. But listen, I needed to give you the full visual. You needed to see everything. So the wood itself is wet right now and new. But after a while, when it weathers and it ages a little bit, it's going to gray. And what's really cute is on the side or on the front of our house, they have a little miniature house to show a sample of what the siding will all look like together. So they have the stone next to the Wallaba shingles, and it's all very authentic to the area of like what our house is supposed to represent. So the vibe is very Cape Cod seaside type of vibe. So they really wanted it to be authentic to the materials that would be used in that area. Disney doesn't mess around. So same thing, we have a fireplace. We've got the coolest fans in this house. We just selected all of our lighting and our fans and everything, and we're in the preliminaries of that. So this kind of gives you a view of the back of the house and how much character that looks up at our bedroom, and you can see these screened areas of how they kind of break off from each other, so we can screen this room off from the next room. So right in this area here will be 2 egg chairs that will be hanging. And then we can screen this area off also separately. And obviously everything looks out to the pool and it's very chill, and same thing, all those doors from the house lead out here. And then here I'm thinking we'll probably do 2 chairs with a little side table. Everything is about martini hour and cocktail o'clock and where we're gonna have margarita. I'm totally kidding, but not really. So the pool, I will share all the details in a Q&A that's coming up, but it's just so cool to be able to see something that we designed just be taken so seriously and kind of come to life, which is wild. Not just the goal, but to be able to have our opinions like listened to, and just, it's truly a custom house. When you say custom, like this is very custom, which is just such a cool experience. So then coming back through, we're obviously gonna have a little kitchen outside in that screened in area with a barbecue. Andre's thrilled about that, and it's perfect leading right up to the kitchen like that. So under the stairs, we're gonna add a little bit of storage under there. So that's why that little entryway was there. And there's a couple other little special things planned. The staircase was so important to me, and I just think it's so impactful and so cool, and it goes up so many floors, and I just love the vibe of it. Like I can't wait to see when it's all done. And then on this floor, we obviously have a little powder bath. And then this was originally supposed to be an elevator. We did not need an elevator, obviously, so we kept the shell only, and we're going to use it as a pantry, which I think is way more practical. And it's perfect right next to the kitchen. So that kind of gives you an overview of the first floor and then going up to the second floor. So there is the coolest windows with a ton of character. They're big windows. They allow a ton of light, which I love. One of my favorite features is this. So we're actually on a half of a floor right now, and this will be our guest room. So they will have their own floor, which just makes it that much more private. They'll have their own closet, and these are 2 dormers that stick out of the house. So I'll probably put a little egg chair or something cute on one side, and then in the other one there'll be a desk or something, so they can have their stuff and really set up if they need to. And then they'll have their own washroom and their own TV, so really just their own quarters. And the ceilings in this house have so much character. Again, like we really love the floor plan and the style of this house. Obviously we edited a ton, but we loved the core of it, and it was just very us. So we've just chosen the fixtures, the lighting, the sink, all the details for this washroom as well. And I'm so excited to start thinking about furniture and design and who we're gonna hire and who we're gonna work with for that. And then you can see how there's just a couple little steps going up. So it really is just in its own little space, its own little quarters, which I think for privacy is really cool. And then once you get to the top of the steps, this is my office. So this is the top of that elevator shaft. And then you can see the stairs looking out the other side. And then in this room, same thing, surrounded by windows, really good light. This will be where I film my videos and where I work, so perfect. And fun fact, you'll be able to see the fireworks from this room, which is sweet. And there's another little closet space in here, so I can keep my camera gear and all my things in there, as well as a washroom and then a vanity mirror for makeup and getting ready. And then the big wall, the accent wall, will actually be a plaster detail wall that I've shared on my stories, the plans for all of these things. So I will create a new stories highlight, so you can go check that out on my Instagram. This will be Andre's office, and one thing that we actually did while we were on site, and we were literally editing things of the floor plan while we were on site, but we expanded the doorway and the entryway to his office, and he's going to have his own accent, interesting wall with his interests and the things that he has. He has a really nice view from his room too, looking out at the fountain, and he's right next to our master. So this entryway will expand, and then you're looking out at that big circular window, super cool. And then right here is the entryway to our bedroom. So there's actually like a little vestibule entryway. We just chose a chandelier for that entryway. So many details, and I think that offers a nice amount of privacy too. The ceiling in this room is so cool. Love it. And I think we're going to do a fan instead of a chandelier in here. And then the window with the arched window, just super cool. And I've always wanted a back balcony from a bedroom. I think it's like a little girl princess thing. I've always wanted that. So really cool. And that looks out onto the water and to the back of the pool. We actually also edited out the closet, so that was expanded along the length of the house. It's a good size. We're going to share the one in this house, so it'll be fabulous. The master bath is one of my favorite rooms in the house. I know I keep saying that, but this is literally one of my favorite rooms. I actually got the same tub as what I have at home, just a different style of it. So the one here will be oval, and the one at home in Canada is rectangular. But same tub. I love my tub. There is going to be a ton of stone in this washroom, which is really different, but very Beauty and the Beast and very cool. And it just has all the vibes, and the ceiling in there and the tub, and just, oh, so cool. So then going up to the top story, which I think is what makes the house so special and just so magical. This circular window, it does not do it justice on video. It is huge for a circular window. Like the scale of it, there's a picture of me next to the window, and it's just really big for a circular window. And then this top floor, you are surrounded by windows. And up here, we're thinking of putting 2 chairs and a little table and just making it like a little reading nook, maybe with a tiny little bar cart so you can have cocktail hour, and of course, watch the fireworks from up here. So the views will be spectacular. You're on top of the world. You're on top of everything. So super magical. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love sharing the under construction process of all of this and just all the details. Hopefully you're not afraid of heights, but I love the staircase. So cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you for being along for the ride. I hope you guys enjoyed the house tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed the walkthrough. If you have any questions at all, definitely drop them down below. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed, because there's gonna be daily videos in case you haven't guessed yet. I will be with you every single day. We're gonna be doing giveaways. So one of the big first giveaways here, why don't you just come through my boxes and like be a part of this with me? So I have giveaways lined up. I know next week's giveaway, and it's going to be exciting. It's over there. But listen, when I was in Disney World, I decided to get a little extra Miss Thing and do a little special. She smells like gingerbread. And then there's also a peppermint frost palette. There is a Donuts, Dumbbells, and Dreams t-shirt, which has been discontinued. Some blenders, and all sorts of things. So I'm super excited. Carl, you're gonna be a part of the videos too. Are you coming down? Okay, we can finish our video up there. Are you here? Are you ready to say hello? Hi guys. Okay, I'll come sit at your level. Oh my goodness, making this complicated. By the way, you guys, all you need to do to win the giveaway is make sure that you're subscribed, and the most engaged, positive person spreading all of the Christmas cheer and light. Just make sure that you comment, thumbs up, do all the things. Go check out my podcast. Make sure that you're following on Instagram, and we will just message the person that is the most engaged, positive human that DMs and comments and does all the things and spreads all of the love. So we will see you tomorrow for another very merry video. Bye, dude.